I found my best friend's bracelet in a place she was never allowed to enter, a place only one person had the key to, a place that shouldn't have had anything of hers inside, ever. And when I learned how it ended up there, everything in my life shattered. Before I begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story like this. My name is Clara Montgomery, and until last winter, I believed my best friend, Harper, was the one person in this world who would never betray me. We had been inseparable since we were 12. She was the loud one, I was the quiet one, and together we made sense. But everything changed the day I found her bracelet. It wasn't just any bracelet. It was the one her grandmother had given her, the one she never removed. A simple silver chain with a tiny charm shaped like a crescent moon. Harper always joked that if she ever lost it, she'd lose her mind. So when I saw it lying on the dusty floor of my private storage room, the one inside my home, the room no one else ever entered, I froze. My storage room was locked 24/7. Only I had the key. Not Harper, not friends, not family, no one. Finding her bracelet there was like finding a stranger's footprint inside a locked safe. It didn't make sense. At first, I tried calming myself. Maybe she had dropped it somewhere and somehow it ended up here. But how? By who? And why here? My thoughts raced, but my fear grew when I noticed something else. A faint smell of my jasmine perfume, one I kept inside a sealed drawer. A drawer someone had opened. That night, I messaged Harper. "Hey, weird question. Did you lose your bracelet?" Her reply came fast. "No, I'm wearing it right now." My heart sank. She wasn't lying. She couldn't be wearing it. I had it. It was right in my hand. That's when I knew something was very, very wrong. The next morning, I decided to test something. I texted her again. Actually, I might have seen something similar in my house. Maybe I'm mistaken. She didn't respond for 10 minutes. Then, that's strange. Maybe someone else has the same bracelet. No emoji, no laughing, just a weirdly flat message. This wasn't like her, but I needed more than suspicion. I needed truth. So I put her bracelet back in the exact spot I found it, hidden behind a small stack of boxes. Then I set up a motion-activated mini camera in the room. Not for revenge, but for peace of mind. 2 days passed. Nothing. Then, on the third night, my heart nearly burst from my chest. At 2:14 a.m., I got a notification. Motion detected in storage room. I jumped out of bed and opened the feed. The footage showed the doorknob shaking. Then, someone picked the lock. In the dark, the figure stepped inside with a small flashlight. I waited for the face. When the light hit, my stomach flipped. It wasn't Harper. It was my boyfriend, Mason. He moved like he had done this before, calm, focused, too comfortable. He checked the boxes, looked under the drawer, then kneeled exactly where the bracelet had been. He looked confused, angry, like he expected to find something that wasn't there anymore. He whispered under his breath. My mic didn't catch the words, but the frustration was obvious. Then he left. My blood ran cold. Why would he have Harper's bracelet? Why would he bring it inside my locked storage room? And why was he so desperate to find whatever had been there before? I couldn't sleep that night. Everything felt unreal. The next morning, I met Harper at our usual cafe. She walked in smiling, wearing her bright sweater, and for a moment, I felt guilty even doubting her. But then I saw her wrist. No bracelet. I asked casually, "Where's your bracelet today?" She froze for half a second, so fast most people wouldn't notice, but I saw it. "Oh, I must have left it at home." Lie. A clear lie. My chest tightened. Were they working together? Was this some cruel joke? I needed answers. So after our meeting, instead of going home, I followed her. Quietly. We lived close, so it wasn't hard. She walked into a small convenience store, and 5 minutes later, Mason walked in too. My breath hitched. They talked behind aisle 4, thinking no one could see them. But from my angle, I saw everything. The way he grabbed her arm gently. The way she sighed. The way they spoke like they had secrets. My heart broke, but anger rose faster. When they separated, I went straight to Harper's house. I confronted her with one sentence. "I found your bracelet." Her face turned pale. Completely pale. You what?" "I heard you," I said softly. "And I know Mason was in my locked room at night." She sat down shakily, putting her head in her hands. "Clara, I didn't mean for this to happen." She explained everything. Months ago, Mason had convinced her to help him plan something special for me. Something involving old memories, sentimental items, surprises. He needed access to my storage room. When Harper refused, he told her she was being dramatic and asked her to just hold on to the bracelet temporarily so he could use it later in a surprise. She agreed because she trusted him. But then things changed. He started showing up uninvited, asking weird questions about me, pressuring her to unlock things for him, pretending he knew everything about my past. Harper didn't know how to tell me because she feared I'd think she was making things up. But when she realized he was sneaking everywhere, she panicked. She tried getting the bracelet back, but he hid it. That's when he accidentally dropped it in my storage room. That's when my story truly began. I left her house with shaking hands. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I planned. If Mason wanted access to my private things so badly, I'd give him something to find. Using the same camera setup, I created a trail. Fake documents, staged boxes, harmless but suspicious-looking files. Things he couldn't resist. And of course, he took the bait. He broke in again, but this time, my footage was clearer, and I had audio. I packaged everything nicely and handed it to my building manager and my workplace security team. Within a week, Mason was permanently removed from my property, my digital accounts, and my life. As for Harper, she apologized every day for 2 weeks, and slowly, painfully, we rebuilt trust, because her worst mistake came from fear, not betrayal. And the best revenge? Living calmly, safely, without someone pretending to care while sneaking through my life in the dark. Sometimes, revenge isn't destruction. Sometimes, it's simply closing the door and making sure the wrong person never has a key to it again.